It's Sunday, y'all. What's going on, everybody? It's What's Up, Flobo, episode 30 something. Again, thanks for checking out this episode and other episodes. And to the people who reached out to me via DM and private message about yesterday's topic about is comedy broken or is it dead? Read them all. Thank you so very much. So I figured that as far as these episodes are going to be released, I'm thinking 3 times a week. I think 3 times a week is a solid amount of time for you guys to get the perfect doses of Flobito. Let me know if you want more or less. You know, we're sitting there rapping. It's Sunday afternoon, a very overcast day. It's all right. Meanwhile, I've got some time to watch more XFL football action today. I can't wait for the Texas throwdown and all of that. But this is not about this weekend's plans. It's not about football. This is episode. What's up, Chris? What's going on, man? I hope to see you. This actually episode pertains to you. It's about the show that we can have. See, as I do many things in life, sometimes not well, sometimes amazing. A lot of things, sometimes they pay off. See, at the comedy game for about 5 years, go me. I got the reach out from my old college, my undergrad, good old Flagler College, of which I am a saint, which is it was always weird to me because our mascot was a lion. They're having an alumni comedy night. Can you believe that? Alumni comedy night benefiting the communications department. It's called, literally called Comedy Night with COM in caps. It's kind of clever. It's a pun. Anyway, alums that went to the Flagler College and have dabbled in the arts of comedy of getting together and having a big alumni show Thursday, March 12th at the Corazon Cafe. Your boy, Flobito, is emceeing, headlining, and all that stuff, and actually putting the show together. If you could believe it, we're actually trying to do a workshop right before for people to try comedy for the first time. Because a lot of people like comedy shows and they'll say things like, "Oh man, I don't know how you do it. I just can't possibly do it." Like, you know, these are the same people who are jumping out of buildings and getting tattoos on their foot where there's like no fat, so all the needles hit the veins, no problem, or going to roller coasters at night and going, "Woo, I'm a daredevil," but as soon as it comes to telling jokes on stage, I don't know. So we're actually trying to do like this workshop right before for students and people who want to try comedy the first time, and I'll be leading that, and that'd be kind of cool to work on what would be my method if I were to go into comedy teaching. Something I think about in the back of my head, again, there's always this battle I have, like, oh, am I knowledgeable enough to teach someone? Like, oh, what do I know? I don't haven't toured with Chappelle, but it'd be a cool experience just to say, hey, look, I got past the first time. I've did the first time, been a couple hundred shows in myself. The first time was one of the greatest and most nerve-wracking nights of my life. I would love to be there to help you out. And plus, the show itself seems to be more of a supportive environment. But let's take a step back how cool that is. That when I went to Flagler College, which is a school that's actually legit, a lot of people don't realize it's real. They see my degree on the wall, and I'm like, well, what kind of school is that? It's actually legit. They let me in. I graduated in 4 years. No props to me. Giving me the call and saying, hey, look, I recognize what you do. We want to be able to give back, you know? And here's why it's amazing, because success for me has always been one of these things, right? If you guys have been following me on social media the past 3 or 4 months, I've been a lot more judicious in putting out my wins on social media, but there's a lot of losses, a lot of times where I'm just not hitting it, right? And I always wish to be successful enough to be asked to be on the cover of the Alumni Magazine. You know, there's times where I'm at home eating ramen, figuratively and literally, and you'll see other people saying, hey, look, on the cover of Flagler College Quarterly or whatever, this alum is owning a car dealership, or this alum is working with this police department, or this alum got to Hollywood to be a PA for a TV show. And I was like, why not me? Why not me? And what I should be saying is, you know what? I'm going to focus on myself. And I started doing that. And actually, the thing I wanted out of life, to be recognized by my school that no one knows about, actually happened. So, which is kind of a life lesson there. Like, if the moment you say you don't really need something, it kind of approaches to you. That's my car keys. My bad. Key out of my pocket. So anyway, cool experience. So not this Thursday, next Thursday. And for those of you who are saying, hey, how come you haven't promoted it? I apologize. I was waiting for the flyer from the school, and they're taking their time on it. They have an official flyer. It's a picture of me like this from a website, waiting for them to give me a new version of that. But yes, next Thursday, Corazon Cafe in St. Augustine, Florida, 7:30 p.m. If you're in the area, if you're in North Florida, if you're in driving through, passing through, it's spring break week. There's a lot of reason for you to be in Florida. Come through, support your homeboy. I always try to, I don't always. The past 2 years, I've attempted to do different states every time I performed. So I did Toronto about 2 years ago. I did Arizona last year, which is amazing. And this is the first time performing comedy over in Florida. Am I nervous? Absolutely. There's always a thing of like, will my jokes work? Which jokes do I bring? How old do I bring? How new do I bring? How clean? How suggestive? I like to say that I work generally clean, but my album releases are explicit. So there's always that like weird balance of what do I bring, especially to a town as unique as St. Augustine, Florida. But I'm sure it's going to be great. So if you're going to go out there, Thursday, March 12th, 7:30, Corazon Cafe, I'm going to be there with a bunch of other alums. But a cool show. Flagler College Communication Department put it all together. And if you are a current student, you want to do the workshop and learn comedy for the first time, please come through that. It's invite only. Just hit up Dr. Halcom with the communication chair. She'll let you know about that. Now, that all aside, the whole show aside, the whole nervousness aside, I want us to dab just a little bit on touring before we get out of here today. Touring as a comedian is kind of the holy grail and for certain comics to be able to go from city to city and to entertain without a huge production if you don't need it, and to make a living from it. That is a goal of mine. I'm not sure if that's the goal or the end goal, but it's always great to have that as part of like the list of things you want to achieve. What's up, Demo? Hey, long time no see. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see how like the whole touring in Florida, how that works of like the getting to the rhythm of doing your own travel accommodations and getting to the rhythm of making sure you practice or eating right on the road and training on the road and making the connections to have a longer, more established tour later on. So this may seem like one individual event benefiting my alma mater, but it really could be the game breaker, I guess, for a lot of things for me and my path to my career. That's what I'm hoping for. And it all comes down to how good are the jokes, right? So keep practicing the jokes. I got to tell myself that. It's on my to-do list today. Keep practicing the jokes, see what's going on, and hopefully there's more shows to come. For those of you who want to check out more of my material, it's available on Spotify and iTunes. Just look for me, Flobo Boyce. That's FLOBO BOYCE. Thank you, Demo. Appreciate that. Thank you. She says I'm gonna kill it. Crossing fingers. I don't want to have the first comedy night and get and boo and bomb. So check out all my other comedy stuff. Cookies and Beer, American for Now, Live at the Stand, and 10,000 Life Coaches are all available on Spotify, iTunes. Let me know. I mean, look, I appreciate all comments about the material, about the performance, about the presence and all that. That's how I learn. And if you want me in your town, head up your comedy club and be like, this guy's hilarious. Very, very quick episode today because I promise you I'll do one for a change. Thank you so much for listening to What's Up, Flobo, watching it, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that stuff because YouTube doesn't care about you unless I have subscribers, which is so unfair to you guys, the OGs who are watching every single episode, but I need new fans as well. So please like, comment, share, tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell a homeboy, tell a mama. And until next time, peace out.